Welcome to Tarot Master Key. My name is Toby. I am your guide to unlocking your destiny. So I made this lovely voodoo doll in honor of Yemaya, the goddess of the ocean, the Orisha of the ocean, and mermaids and fishes and love. And I created this voodoo doll for her as an offering almost, or like a connection or a bond for us. I've been having a lot of dreams where I'm a parent and I have kids, so I'm like a parent in each of the dreams, and I have a lot of dreams where I can control the water, and I'm very powerful with the water. Like I can make a whole ocean rise above an army and like squish them all with it, and it's like almost easy for me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna connect with Yemaya and see if there's any messages or anything she could, reach out to me with. I was watching a tarot video with her in it about her, and I was watching Meet the Millers, and when they sing "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls," it was so funny. And then out of nowhere, the girl that's doing the reading, she's like, and this was like 3 months ago, and she's like, well, the reading was 3 months ago, it was uploaded 3 months ago, and then she's like, there's a message from Yemaya. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I was like, that is hilarious. I'm like, I want to know more about that. And I do use a spell called Waterfall, so I was like, all right, she's definitely trying to connect with me. And I guess in September is also her month, so like September 2nd, I think is the start of her worshiping. And her color is blue, and blue represents love, so I drew a little veve for love right here, and then her veve on his cheeks, so like I can give kisses to him, and he can give me kisses. Also, I made him into like a shark boy, so he has like shark fins, little shark fins, and he has shark teeth. I don't know if you can see his face. Yeah. I gave him kisame eyes. So basically his job is going to be, if anybody tries to like astral project, or like, I guess you could say incubi, succubi, vampire energy. If anybody's trying to like make me love them or put love spells on me, I want him to be able to like look at them and start devouring them and shredding them to pieces, basically draining their energy and chakra. So in Naruto, there's a ninja named Kisame, and he's like half shark, half human, and he has sharp teeth, and he has a sword called Samaheda, and when it scratches you, it takes your energy and weakens you, so you have little bit of chakra, and then you run out of it. And it's always hungry, so I always want to feed this guy energy. Not my energy, but my enemy's energy. So let's say because I always have like astral vampires, people that are always like sucking off my energy, and they're always trying to like invite me in the dreams. They'll be like, oh, Toby, I love you, admire me, I love you, and like trying to like get my energy. So I want him to go in there and like start shredding them to pieces. And I guess I'm gonna do like a reading just to connect with Yemaya and see if she has any messages for me. I'm thinking of hanging him like kind of near my bed, so that way he can be like a floating fish above my head, so it'll be like sleeping with the fishes. But yes, let's see. I'm gonna start off maybe with this one and see if there's anything she wants to say. But before I start, let's see. Just notes that I wrote. Royalty, Havoc, Waterfalls, Truth Revealed, Yemaya, Dumbledore's a biatch. Okay. I remember having this one dream about my grandmother and me, and this was before Moana, like way before it. I was a Shinigami from Bleach, and I was in this underground like temple with a ton of water, and I could control the water with my mind. I could run on it. I could do things with it. I had a manta ray that I sat on, and it floated. It was like green lights everywhere. It was very beautiful. Another note I wrote is playing video games in the astral. What's the point? Oh, Yoshi race. That's I had a dream that there was like a Yoshi race. I've been having a lot of Mario Kart dreams, which is really strange because who has Mario Kart dreams? Like we're actually racing in them. The characters are in them. I'm like talking to everybody. You can talk to the characters. You're talking to your friends. You're actually driving. It's crazy. Tropical Divination, Thunder Sigil Trap, Plants, Money Tree, Jew King, Superhuman, E.T., God Level Wizard, Never Look Back at Past Mistakes, Falling in Love with Fakes, Never Say Never. I made it into a shark so it devours anyone who messes with my heart. Yeah, so just like random notes that I make. And then here's a cute little picture of me and Kasame running around, causing havoc. And then doing some jutsus. Yeah. So I would show you this other thing that I made. Let's see if I can take it off the wall real quick. I made Gamori in a fish tank, a little fish bowl, where he can like help me use divination. And the divination has been working pretty good, and especially in the dreams, or in real life as well. But let's see if there's any messages Yamaya has for me. Let's try to connect with her and see if there's anything she wants to say. Yamaya, I call upon thee. Aid me in my journey. Guide me, lead me. Nurture me, nourish me. Ace of Wands. Great, that's a great start. I think she likes my magic. I think she likes my magic spells. I feel like we have a real connection because I was just like, alright, I'm very motherly. I'm like, or parental, you know, kind of person. Like, I take care of a lot of people, or I take care of, everybody always makes me take care of their kids. I'm like a babysitter, basically. And I just connect really well with, like, children, and I don't like to. I think it's kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but it's like, it's one of those things that you're like, why do they do that? Like, why do they always flock to me? So I'm guessing like this is that Yemaya energy, you know? Seven of Swords. This is kind of giving me like this beach vibe where she's coming in like a cool breeze, like a cool beach breeze, and she's really enjoying like this connection and this bond that I'm creating with her, and I know she's gonna help me. Nine of Diamonds looks like she wants to give me gifts and like plenty of blessings. Usually when the Orishas talk to me, they give me gifts. Like Ogun, he gave me like a cauldron, he gave me like weapons and things like that. Oshun would give me dreams, or she would just give me like dresses or friends. So I can't wait to see what Yamaya gives me. Six of Wands. It looks like she wants to do spells with me, but dangerous spells. Spells that are like curseful, baneful, spells like hexes and dark, deep energy. So it looks like she wants to dig into the dark side of voodoo with her. So I'm gonna definitely go for that. I kind of think of Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean. I used to love her. Like, I used to tell one of my exes, Jesse, I'll be like, would you love me if I was any other way? Because that's what Calypso says to, what's his name? What's that dude's name? Tentacle Face. What's the Tentacle Face's guy's name? Anyways, yeah, but I would always just be like, that's so interesting. I don't know, I'm getting that. Five of Swords is kind of like, it looks like it looks like laughing, but also taking things serious. Like laughing, not in the face of death, but laughing with death, or laughing with a face of death. So while I'm having fun cursing people, I could wear this mask of death that really like helps me get into the vibrations of this death energy. I did want to get like a death statue so I can do it with my readings, and I know that when I get the death statues, those things are super powerful. Like, if you think about somebody that you don't want to be alive anymore, it will happen. Like, every time I get one of those statues and I get like angry, or I think about somebody like oh, I hate them, I wish they would die, they end up dying. And I'm like, and then I get rid of the statue because it's so scary and you can hear it speaking. It's really creepy. Ace of Swords is kind of like he wants to come back. Like, I guess she's trying to like help me. Like, she's like, you're ready to start doing these spells again that are very vicious. I want to help you. I want to hold your hand. It's okay. Like, we could work on this together. We can make it a healing experience and a fighting experience as well. So this is a great confirmation. Eight of Swords, kind of like she's gonna help me feel this magic and energy. So I'm guessing the gifts that she's gonna give me, a large portion of them are gonna be spiritual gifts that allow me to circulate this power and not have it be stagnant, but more of a force to be reckoned with. Because I know that when I use these death spells, usually they'll get really heavy, really strong. The house will start shaking. Ghosts and shadows will appear and start speaking. And people around me start getting scared and thinking like bad things. And I feel like I always have to like push that side away from me. Like, I know I can embrace it, but I have to push it away because I don't want to hurt the people around me or scare them. And I feel like this time she's gonna say like, I got them. Just focus on working on your dark magic and getting rid of the vampires that are always draining you. Three of Diamonds and Five of Diamonds. This doesn't really say much. It looks kind of like money, but I'm also saying like fish. I really want to get goldfish like in a little jar or something, like those guppies, those colorful guppies. But I'm also seeing like just working on my sigils and magics, maybe some familiar or some sort of energy, like get inspired to do something new that I don't really think about that often. This is kind of a mystery to me. But I'm gonna go through the other cards over these ones and see if she has more things that she wants to let me know. Yeah, you can kind of see this is like the shape of a goddess. Like these are her feet, but this is like her dress, and like this is her head, and yeah. It looks like kind of like she wants a sort of an altar or something, like a gift or offering, something that's kind of beautiful. I'm thinking like maybe I can make a painting with her, or like add some decorations to it, or maybe even make a robe, like a blue robe, because I did notice in my dreams there the like Edward Cullen, Brendan Urie, like everybody that's like an energy vampire on me will always have this blue jacket or ribbon or something that's blue, just like this, and they're always, and it's like something like always popping up. It's a very reoccurring color and fabric too. It's a silky blue. And I even had a dream once where I was like a king and I had this blue robe. So it's kind of telling me like they're stealing your spiritual inheritance. They're stealing your energy from you. So I'm really glad that I got to work with this royal blue. Yeah, it also says that Yemaya likes to be like alone as well. That she likes to spend alone time. And I'm like, that's so me. Like, even though like I have like loving Oshun energy, and I won't claim to be a child of any of the Orishas, I do have a connection with I have seen Oya in my dreams too. She's thrown like trees around, and like she's pretty powerful. But I don't like to claim to be any of their children, but I do know I have a bond with Oshun, Oya, and Yemaya, so it's like that's kind of hard to like, and I would say Urzuli Dantor as well, but I don't like to say like which one I don't want to say which one I like more. I think I like them all equally, but I'm not really like, I don't feel like I'm anyone's child just yet or have been, claimed that way. And if they tell me in a dream, then I'll believe them, but until then, I'll just keep it as is. But they do visit me in my dreams quite often as well. Two of Pentacles. This looks like a partnership that she's really happy that she gets to work with me, and that she's ready to start looking forward to new foundations, because you can kind of see like I have two voodoo dolls now, so that's kind of too like working with that energy. And instead of making like a girl mermaid, I made a boy one, like a shark boy, and basically just to watch over me while I'm sleeping or while I'm living, and for him to just go and like instantly slash and devour and attack anybody that tries to like see me from the astral realm or remote viewing, so I can have more of a privacy. And yeah, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups reversed. This looks like energy like love, because this was also for love. So like if there's like a soulmate or somebody out there that's like meant for me, or like if there's love out there for me, then I want it to be able to reach me. So like, well, there's a whole bunch of people out there trying to get at me, or vampires, he'll like destroy them and open up the opportunity for who's really supposed to be in my life. And when I made him in the image of Brendan Urie, so that way it could be, so I can get him like to admit the truth. With this Page of Cups reversed, it kind of looks like she sees all the trouble that I go through and all the bad heartache and relationships I've been through, and the feeling of love being like not as happy as it should be, not as good as it should be, especially when you're like a witch or you're psychic or a wizard or anything like that, a sorcerer. You should be more well protected, and I feel like I'm so like in the spotlight that it's like almost like you're the only person and there's like a whole bunch of mosquitoes, they're gonna try to bite you, and I feel like that's what I am to them, or to my enemies, or to the people that try to steal from me. King of Pentacles reversed. This looks like she wants to work on issues like foundations and money, and like who I am that makes me a stable person. She wants to work on those things. She wants to dig into the parts of me that I don't look at. Page of Wands. It also looks like she wants to heal like some sort of magic energy as well, or sexual energy, our passions and inspirations. She wants to just work on those kind of things. So that's good. So she wants to help me work on love, my wealth, and my magic. And then Three of Pentacles reverse. I think she sees this as like a main trio of men. Like we'll say Robert Pattinson, because I've had dreams about him a lot of times. Robert Pattinson, Travis Mills, and Brendan Urie. Those three I have the most dreams about when it comes to men that are vampirizing off of me. And I feel like she really wants to focus on those guys and destroying them or getting the truth out of them. Seven of Wands. So yeah, it looks like she's going to help me work on my foundation so I could build stronger spells. Oh wow, that's cool. We got all the elements right here. So we have water, earth, fire, and wind. This looks like a bad communication, like how I always say like or like working on my vocabulary and having more confidence in speaking. I know sometimes I pick up other people's like speech habits as well, so that's kind of annoying. So hopefully I can be more clear and have better clarity and not stutter or hold myself back from saying what I want to say. And then Six of Wands. This is kind of telling me that it's like your energy goes this way, but then when it comes to that your path is being blocked by these three men, that my path, that I want to keep going forward and having more to do with my life and investing into myself, but these three men always stand in the way to try to distract me or steal any kind of inheritance that I have going. I also wanted to mention so on Tumblr, let's just say you're a kid on Tumblr, okay, and you wear some really cool makeup, you wear cat ears, you do your hair cool, and like you're very stylish, but no one else does that. And then a celebrity looks at it and steals your idea and puts it out there, and then now everybody's doing it. Do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair to like to work on this look? Or because working on a look isn't just a look. Working on your look is working on what you are on the inside, what you want for yourself in the future. Like people look at you weird, but you do it anyways. And do you think it's fair that you just give it to other people for free and like there's vampires or people watching you stealing your ideas? Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's a good thing? I don't think it's a good thing, and I don't think it's fair. I think it's wrong, and there has to be some kind of punishment for it. A lot of times I notice on Tumblr they'll be like, well, credit the artist and etc etc, but like a celebrity's not going to credit you, you know? They're not going to credit you for like your ideas or your inspirations or your drawings. And they'll even copy you. They'll have somebody else draw what you've drawn, and then it's like the same thing. I remember one time I drew this sheep sleeping, and it was really cute, and then I drew him scary, and then I see Blood on the Dance Floor have that shirt, like basically what I drew, and I was like, wait a minute, I created that design, like why would you steal it? Like what is going on? That's when I started noticing like, oh yeah, people definitely steal your ideas. I don't know how. I think it has to do with the astral. Like they probably see like oh, there's, because I know you can like imagine people, or imagine, I don't know if you've ever had a party in your own head where you're just like, before you go to bed you start dreaming about this party and you go to it, and then you're wearing a beautiful dress or an outfit, and then you see all these people and you're like being romanticized, and like there's all these colors and everything's so eventful. It's kind of like that. I feel like they're just seeing what you're doing in the astral, and they just want what you have so badly. And it's especially when you work for it, and you work so hard to create something, but then you get nothing in return, and then they get all the spoils out of it. They get the spoils from the victory, and then basically, I want to say it's almost like whoring someone out. Like you take their look and you just throw it out there, and like everybody just ravages it and tries to get something from it, and it's like, wait, hold on, this is my hard work and I'm not getting any like thank yous, no comebacks, no royalties. I'm gonna do another little Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Wands, Two of Hearts. I'm also getting like Oshun and Oya energy, but it's like she's saying like that they love me as well, that they want to help me when it comes to any issues, so they're gonna be there. Usually when I focus on Orisha, I'll just focus on one of them at the time, so this just lets me know that they're in the background doing their work. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords. It looks like they're gonna have a lot of like synchronicities. So usually like I'll be like walking around doing stuff and things will happen, and you just remember certain clues, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna remember that later, I'm gonna remember that later, and that. And then later on in your life, you get all the messages and they click, like, oh, that was Oshun, that was Oya, that was Yemaya. They're gonna be doing that. That's what they said they're gonna do in the background. 10 of Wands, the Fool, and 10 of Hearts. So that's a lot of tens. And that's funny because the girl was saying that, she's like, you're gonna get like your 10 10 10, like everybody's gonna be looking at you like you're the hottest thing in the world. And I'm like, that makes sense. I mean, I already am. But the Fool is kind of saying, like, enjoy this vibration that you're gonna be feeling, enjoy the magic, you're gonna work with them, have fun, follow your passions, invite them into your circle, and manifest things with your Orishas. I'm also getting this message where they're kind of telling me, like, that other people are going to be working with them as well. So it's going to be kind of like a group effort almost to start manifesting a lot of magic. I did notice in the dream that in my last dream, that there was like a cult, and I was like, this is so creepy that they're just following one person because they feel. One girl was telling me her problem. She was like, I'm a mother, but I lost my child, and I'm so sad. But she was smiling and drinking, and I was like, it's okay. And like, I was getting all of that emotion out of her. I was helping her talk about it, and everybody was scared because they're like, don't ask those questions, don't say that, don't agree with her, she's gonna keep talking. And I'm like, good, let her talk, let her get these feelings out. It's fine, she's a human being. If she wants to cry about losing her kid, let her. Like, I don't care if she does it in public. Maybe she wants you guys to know that you guys are assholes, you know. But it was just very interesting to see how that cult dynamic was working, and you could tell that their power over manipulation over this group of people was running low, and that people were missing, they were dying off, and I was just causing a lot of chaos. So I guess you could say in the real world, I might be messing up a whole bunch of cults or religions that people have had. Usually when that happens, it's because they don't have the answers and they keep repeating a cycle. So like, they're like, well, your father's an abuser, da 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 da. So they'll keep repeating that cycle. And even when it comes to religion, they'll do stuff like that as well. Like, oh, God wants this, God wants that. But they only keep repeating it. But then when you give them something new, it gives them a new perspective, and they start. Everyone changes, not just the priests, not the followers, everyone, the kids, the parents, everyone starts changing, and they start adopting these new beliefs. And I feel like for a while I was holding back my gift for prophesizing, or like giving people, you know, hope or new doors or avenues to like to live through. I feel like I can give them those doors, but I'm gonna be collecting payment as well. So it's like, okay, you want to walk through this door, you got to pay the troll toll um, to get through this one. And you know, I just feel like it's gonna be good because I'm gonna be able to destroy a lot of humanity, and I don't want to save humanity, but at least I give them a chance to see who's in charge, so they can be like, all right, you know, Toby is the bona fide, you know, high priest. I also had a dream once where I met like I was in a room full of Ifa priests, and that's like voodoo priests, and they were like all bickering and talking, and then I come out with the staff, and then I told one of them, here, take the staff, and they were all scared. No one wanted to hold the staff, so I held it and I hit the floor and I started an earthquake. And that's when it was like a sign for me, like, oh yeah, like you already know you have power, but now they know you have power. So it was just like, you know, confirmation after confirmation. But it's like, in the real world, you will see results, but sometimes it takes longer, or sometimes it's very stagnant and it's very patient, like temperance. You always have to keep working at it, but it's still very slow. So I just want to like speed things up. I want to get things done, and if it means like stomping people out, taking their money, destroying communities, and whatever it takes, destroying beliefs, instilling new beliefs, destroying cults, ruining cult leaders, ruining their families, like whatever it takes for me to win, I'm gonna do it. And I don't care who I leave bloody and dead along the way. Yep, so that's the vibe. But entertainment purposes only. This is just wizard talk, you know, sorcerer talk. If you're not a sorcerer, I don't mind you like learning from me. I feel like it's a great way to enhance your knowledge, and you know, maybe one day you might learn something from me. But until then, well, have a great day, and if you guys have anything you want to say, don't be afraid to say it. Have a great day. Bye.